This video is sponsored by the fine folk over at SCD Keys. On this channel, we're always talking about saving money and getting great deals, and that's what you can do by picking up a $50 PlayStation Store card from SCD Keys. If you head over to their website, link is down below, and search for a $50 PlayStation Store card, you'll find it. Go ahead and add it to your cart, and use our specialized promo code GC3 to save 3% on your order. That'll bring the cost of the card down to $46.64. You can check out and choose your method of payment. Your key will show up on your account, and boom, just like that, you got a $50 PSN card a little bit cheaper. Not only do they have great deals on PlayStation Store credit, they also have Windows 10 and other software heavily discounted, and you can get great deals on those as well. Again, check out the link to SCD Keys in the description box below. We've got quite a few things to talk about in today's video. There are a slew of PlayStation Store deals going on right now, including 2 new sales as well as a countdown to launch promotion that is going to allow you to pre-order some games, and if you do so, you'll get $15 of PlayStation Store credit back. So for those of you that pre-order all your games digitally, buy all your games digitally, this is a great deal to take advantage of. And on top of the countdown to launch promotion, we have 2 brand new sales that have just kicked off, so I want to quickly look at those as well. On top of that, the September PlayStation Plus freebies are available right now. Yes, if you're a PlayStation Plus subscriber, you have a couple of free games that you can download right now. On top of that, the embargo for Marvel's Spider-Man by Insomniac Games has just lifted. The reviews have come out. I want to take a look at the Metacritic score, and I want to take a look at what some outlets are saying about the game, and the reviews are coming back pretty positively. Sony CEO Kenshiro Yoshida talked about PlayStation VR in general, and how that's going to impact gaming. Want to take a look at what he said. And then a pretty surprising remaster is also being teased by the guys over at Obsidian and Limited Run Games. It's a pretty surprising remaster, like I said, a remaster that I don't think anyone saw coming, but a pretty cool little game, so I'll be covering that at the end of this video. First, let's take a look at all of the incredible deals that you can take advantage of. First up, we have the countdown to launch offer, which will get you $15 credit for buying 2 or more select games. Some of these games include Marvel Spider-Man, Shadow of the Tomb Raider, Spyro Reignited Trilogy is in there, Assassin's Creed Odyssey is a part of this promotion, Red Dead Redemption 2, Battlefield 5, Call of Duty Black Ops 4, so some pretty heavy hitter titles, and it even goes into 2019. Anthem is a part of this promotion. I would love to see this become a regular promotion. However, right now we do know that it's just a timed offer. This offer will be ending on November 6th, so if you have interest in any of these games, if you're planning on getting them anyway, if you like getting your games digitally, this is a great deal to take advantage of. Considering Spider-Man is just about to come out, a lot of you guys might have already pre-ordered that, so all you'll have to do is get another game on top of that, and considering Red Dead Redemption 2 is a part of this offer, I think that goes without saying. That's another great game to check out. Again, the offer will be ending on November 16th. You'll get $15 credit back, and you can put that towards some more great games on the PlayStation Store, so make sure to take advantage of that if you do buy your games digitally. Moving on from that, we've got 2 brand new PlayStation Store sales. We have a Bandai Namco sale, and we have an Assassin's Creed sale. Both of those are going on right now. 2 new sales, 2 smaller sales. Comparatively speaking to some of the flash sales that the PlayStation Store has been running, this does kind of pale in comparison to those, but Bandai Namco has put out some great games. Assassin's Creed, always nice to see those games on sale, even though in my opinion some of the Assassin's Creed games are still a little bit more expensive than they probably should be. Games like Assassin's Creed Syndicate should probably be in that $10 range by now, but games like Black Flag are always a great deal, and Assassin's Creed Origins is always going to keep its $30 price tag until Odyssey is out, so a pretty good sale there as well. If you guys want to see us cover those sales more in depth, let us know in the comments below, and we will take a look at those, but they are smaller sales, but a couple of games that I think a lot of people would be interested in, and games that I've recommended several times in the past, so have a look at those deals. Speaking of deals, or in this case, these are absolutely free games. If you're a PlayStation Plus subscriber, the PlayStation Plus freebies for the month of September are live right now. Remember, you're getting God of War 3 Remastered, Destiny 2, and then there are a bunch of other games on top of that, because the other PlayStation 3 and PlayStation Vita titles are cross-buy with the PlayStation 4. You're getting Another World 20th Anniversary, Cube Director's Cut, Sparkle 2, Foul Play, and Here They Lie. Destiny 2 has been available for a little bit, so hopefully the majority of you guys have been taking advantage of that. God of War 3 Remastered is live today. That's a pretty short experience. If you're decent at action games, you can probably complete that in 6 to 7 hours, maybe even shorter than that. But it's a very visceral game. It's very fast-paced, so I would recommend you guys to give a look at that. I know a lot of you guys had your first foray into God of War with the 2018 title, and you want to know what Kratos' backstory is all about. God of War 3 Remastered is a good place to get started, even though it's the 3rd game in this series. I would love to see the other God of War games ported over to the PlayStation 4, at least all of them outside of Ascension. Would love to go back can play God of War 1, 2, and then the PSP titles as well would be great, but for now, you can check out God of War 3 Remastered as a Plus subscriber. So God of War 3 Remastered, Destiny 2, Another World 20th Anniversary Edition, Cube Director's Cut, Sparkle 2, Foul Play, and Here They Lie, all available right now for Plus subscribers. Of course, if you start your Plus subscription right now, you will get access to all of these games, but when your subscription does expire, you will lose access to those games, so that is always something to keep in mind. Moving on from that, it seems like all of you guys are super stoked for Marvel's Spider-Man. Well, the reviews have finally been posted, and they are looking pretty positive. Not God of War positive. No, this isn't a game that's scoring like a 93 or 94 on Metacritic, but it does have a very, very respectable 87. And let's go over some of the reviews. Destructoid gave the game a 9 out of 10, saying Spider-Man isn't just a great superhero game, it's proof of concept for Insomniac as a company. The project shows that they can basically handle pretty much any universe, because if you can accurately recreate Peter Parker's nimbleness and gentle heart, you can do anything, and with multiple teasers at the end, I think they'll get that chance. Get this sense that this game is just setting the foundation for Spider-Man as a franchise, which is awesome. I think Spider-Man as a gaming franchise has so many legs to it, and based on what we know, what characters that are going to be present in the game, you know that they have so much more that they can tap into. There's a lot more Spider-Man content that Insomniac really hasn't even scratched the surface of what Spidey can offer. At least that is my speculation. Easy Allies' Brandon Jones was very positive about the game, giving it a 9.5 out of 10, saying Insomniac Games has given us Spider-Man on a scale he's never faced before. They've crammed their story full of surprises with multiple villains to bring down and a set of trusted friends and tricky gadgets to even the odds. They've crammed their story full of surprises with multiple villains to bring down and a set of trusted friends and tricky gadgets to even the odds. Again, Brandon Jones gave the game a 9.5 out of 10, a very good score from them. Game Informer's Andrew Reiner also scored the game a 9.5 out of 10. The story shines as brightly as the gameplay, both deliver heart-pounding excitement. And then GameSpot also gave the title a 9 out of 10, saying it's a spectacular cinematic presentation and sensational core mechanics help Insomniac's take on a Spider-Man game shine in spite of some unimaginative open-world activities. That seems to be a common complaint with a lot of the reviews. As far as an open-world game, the open world isn't as good as some of the best open worlds that has been released from a content standpoint, but still, it's not like that is a super negative aspect of the game. It's just not up to the par with a lot of the other elements. At least that's what I'm gauging from the reviews themselves. Again, Spider-Man has an 87 on Metacritic right now. The score will fluctuate a little bit as reviews continue to come out, but currently at an 87, that is a very respectable score. And we'll finally get our hands on Marvel's Spider-Man on September 7th, this coming Friday.
Apparently, he had somewhere better to be.
Hey, big guy.
Jameson out!
Next up, I've been talking a lot about PlayStation VR recently and how it's quietly becoming an incredible gaming platform. It's just getting a lot of great games recently. Not all of these games are mainstream blockbusters, but games like Firewall Zero Hour turned out to be really, really good. And Sony CEO Kenshiro Yoshida spoke on VR, and here's what he said. There's a lot of room to improve in VR experiences, and you'll see the change and improvement. He also talked about how mixed reality technology was one potential evolution of VR, but what I can take from that is that this isn't a platform like the PlayStation Vita, like PlayStation Move, where Sony pretty much just abandoned it after a while. PlayStation VR is something that Sony is going to stick with. Maybe not PlayStation VR, that device as a whole, but VR as a gaming element, I think Sony is really going to stick to that, and that's great to see, because that is the one worry I had with PlayStation VR, is that yes, initially the novelty of VR is going to get PlayStation VR by, but if sales start to be lukewarm, if gamers aren't really picking up on it, are they going to give up on it? And they really have not. There are still incredible games coming out to PlayStation VR, and now the library has become very sizable, with games that were designed from the ground up with PlayStation VR in mind, with titles such as Firewall Zero Hour, but there were also games like The Elder Scrolls V Skyrim. We got Doom VFR, and are all of these games absolutely incredible? No, I still don't think we've gotten that amazing VR experience, that really mind-blowing experience, but you can obviously tell that these games are just getting better and better, and that is great to see. I'm really excited to see what 2019 will hold for the PlayStation VR, because I think the potential is really limitless. And lastly, how about an Alpha Protocol remaster? The Obsidian RPG released all the way back in 2010, that is being teased by Douglas Bogart of Limited Run Games. He put out a tweet saying, do you want a remaster of Alpha Protocol for modern consoles? Yes is currently sitting at 80%, nah is sitting at 20%. And then Obsidian just put out a little cheeky tweet responding to it, so I don't know if this Alpha Protocol, that game I think about when I'm like, man, I want to see that game get remastered. No, it absolutely isn't, but it was a pretty charming RPG release this last generation, a little rough around the edges, and I don't think this is a game that's aged all too well. If there was another game made in the world of Alpha Protocol with the same setting and the same themes that this game offered, I think it would have a lot of potential, but mechanically the game wasn't all there, and that was back in 2010. Now in 2018, I think people would be a little bit more harsh towards it, but I would still eat it up. Alpha Protocol is a pretty cool game, and it did deserve more love back in the day. That's gonna conclude this video. Like I said, the countdown to launch promotion is running right now. Get $15 credit for buying 2 or more select games. That offer will be ending on November 6th. We've got an Assassin's Creed sale. We've got a Bandai Namco sale. The September PlayStation Plus freebies are available right now. The Spider-Man reviews are coming out, and they're looking pretty good. It looks like VR is here to stay. And what do you think about the possibility of an Alpha Protocol remaster? Sound off with all of your thoughts in the comments section down below. Thank you for watching, and goodbye.